Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Derek Afasi. I'm the owner of Afasi Financial Group. Today's topic, I want to discuss with you life insurance underwriting for dummies and explain that in a very specific way. Probably somebody watching this video is, thinking about possibly getting a life insurance policy, and whether that's term or permanent, and they want to know, what the underwriting process entails. Well, many times what happens is after you figure out what your death benefit is, or which goals you have specific to that life insurance need, protection for loved ones, debt, income, mortgage, education, whatever the case may be that you want to essentially match up with that specific time frame, whether it be a term or a permanent plan, you have to go through an underwriting through a medical underwriting process. Reason being is the insurance company is putting up their dollars, you're paying them a premium, and they're taking on the risk, they're analyzing that risk, and then they're providing you a policy for, let's say, $100,000 or $1 million. So what that means is whenever that person passes away, the insurance company is now out $1 million or $200,000 or $100,000, whatever the case may be. So they make sure that they have a thorough underwriting process. Now, some carriers, they don't have a paramed exam. Many times, individuals or companies, they have you, when you're doing the application, you have to answer certain medical questions. So it's going to pertain exactly to your entire life, what happened with surgeries, if you've had any cancers, any ailments, you on, or if you're on certain medications, anxiety, whatever the case may be, and you just want to be as upfront, as honest with them as possible off of the medical questions, because there's no need to lie on your exam. It's not as if you're going to lie and all of a sudden you're going to get this coverage, and you outsmarted the insurance company. So what they also do is, on top of the medical questions that you're going to answer, if they're going to possibly have you go to a paramed examiner, or a paramed examiner is going to come to either your office or your home. And what they do is they have you step on a scale, they measure you, so they do height, weight, blood, urine. And to make sure that if you're telling them that you're a non-smoker, well, obviously, tobacco users have shown to not live as long as non-tobacco users. So they're going to check your blood. They're going to check drugs, whatever the case may be. So blood, urine. So those are the different things. Because they're putting up so many hundreds of millions of dollars risk on their books, they have that right to do a thorough examination, a thorough underwriting process. So you do have some carriers that they just have medical questions only, and a lot of times it's for smaller face amounts. For a smaller risk, the company would say, okay, we're going to just take their word for it through the medical questions. Now, this also goes through a process known as the Medical Information Bureau, so they could tell, okay, did this person just have a hip surgery, or did this person just have cancer removed 2 months ago, and now they're applying for life insurance? And many times, and it's pretty funny actually how many times individuals try to get one over on the company, and they I have the second bullet point. It says, do not lie, they are smarter than you. And it is so true beyond belief. Is a lot of people think that, oh, if they tell them, oh, I'm a non-smoker and I get approved non-tobacco, that the insurance company is just going to give me the plan and everything's going to work out perfectly. They check your medical questions. They make sure whether you're lying or not through your medical information bureau, through the data that was being covered throughout your entire life. So they could basically find out whether or not you were full of it on your application. And the reason why that's important is because the more honest you are, the less hiccups you're going to have in your plan, the less hiccups you're going to have throughout the underwriting process. This is already something a lot of people don't want to go out there and buy life insurance. It's not something that somebody's excited to buy. It's there because they want to make sure that their loved ones are protected. God forbid they pass away too soon. God forbid they pass away before a mortgage was paid off, or a debt was paid off, or they want to leave some sort of legacy, some sort of inheritance to their loved ones. If you're already doing the process of setting up the application, don't lie. And right from the beginning, you want to make sure that you're as honest as possible, because you have certain carriers. You have hundreds of different carriers that offer life insurance contracts. Well, one carrier might be really good towards somebody that has diabetes, while another carrier that's going to be an automatic decline. So you might be able to get a standard rating off of one carrier through company A, but company B says, hey, listen, we don't like to take on people with diabetes, so therefore we're not going to have that risk. But maybe company B is really favorable for somebody that has cancer, or somebody that has some sort of ailment that company A is not favorable for. So the more information that you're given to the agent, or at least based upon the process, the more thorough the analysis could be, and then essentially the cheaper the price would be for your for your specific needs. And it brings me to my very last point. It says term, permanent, or both. Smallest premium, max benefit. And with these types of policies, what you want to do is you want to set up the smallest amount of dollars possible towards a life insurance plan, but as much as necessary for the maximized benefit. So if you have certain goals and you say, okay, I want $1 million worth of coverage, well, you're going to have many agents that are going to try to push permanent insurance down your throat. Well, if that's not going to pertain to your goals, you shouldn't be in permanent insurance. You should have the correct portion in term. Term serves its purpose. It's like that little invisible umbrella over your head for that term or duration of time, such as a 10-year, a 20-year, or 30-year, whatever the goal may be. And then permanent, many times individuals like this for either estate planning needs. They want to make sure that they're leaving some sort of legacy to their loved ones. They worked their entire lives. They lived this great life. And now they want to make sure that their children or their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, at least have something to remember them by. And that's why an individual set up, that permanent policy, whatever the case may be. But you want to have a combination of both, or just term or just permanent, whatever pertains to your specific situation. And that's one of the things that we do here is we're an independent agency, so we're going to be non-biased towards one company over the next. We represent hundreds of different carriers. We make sure that you understand what the process is, what the whether or not life insurance is correct for your situation. If it is, how to make sure that you're paying the smallest premium dollars with the highest quality company and the max amount of benefit. So if your budget pertains to $300 a month, well, and your goal would be pertained and you'd be accomplished through $150 a month, well, then there's no reason to put that extra dollars towards that type of plan. So this is mainly talking about a death benefit only, or at least the underwriting process of this. Once again, you want to make sure that you're answering everything honestly. These companies are very smart. They're millions and billions of dollars worth of money that's backing their data. So it's not something, a fly-by-night company that you could just outsmart and then that company's never going to actually pay out the death benefit. You want to go with a good quality company. You want to answer honestly. And even if you have that ailment, don't try to fool the agent or just try to fool the company. You want to make sure that you're getting in there, because that's the process and especially with our company, because we have such an arsenal of carriers. The more honest you are, the better we could suit your needs, specific with that carrier that takes on that specific type of risk. So, whether you're a senior and you just want to have that final expense plan, well, there's a proper solution. Or you're, just starting out a family and you want to make sure that that's set up for you, or in retirement, whatever the case may be, you want to make sure that you're doing this, that it's a calculated plan, smallest premium, max benefit with the best quality. At any point in time, if you found value in this video, you want to write some comments, you could feel free to do so, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Retire Sharp, so you have access to the most updated videos. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. At any point in time you want to speak with a specialist and get set up on your own life insurance needs, feel free to give us a call. It's 1-800-566-1002. We are A+ rated on the Better Business Bureau. We've always had very good reviews. We've never had any complaints. It's because of this methodical process. Thank you very much for watching, and look forward to speaking with you guys.